Hey, I'm Nico Aquino, and welcome to my channel. For my first vlog, I'll be talking about the PhilFrance Scholarship. What is the PhilFrance Scholarship? How can you apply to become a scholar? And what are the tips that can improve your application? Let's go! Alright, now let's talk about the PhilFrance Scholarship. The PhilFrance Scholarship is under the French government, also with the help of the French Embassy in the Philippines and also Campus France, and focuses on young Filipino leaders who have the strong academic, leadership, and professional background, who've already graduated or who are currently on their final year of graduation for their bachelor's degree and want to pursue their master's in France. Now, the master's can be either in French, if you're a French speaker, or in English. In my case, it's in English. I am currently pursuing my master's in European and Global Politics at Université Catholique de Lille, or also known as La Cato. And yeah, it's an English taught program. And well, in my class, we have a diverse set of students. We have from Africa, Russia, Korea. I think we have also from China and Norway, Ireland, and of course, France. Now, as a scholar, you'll enjoy a lot of benefits. One is, of course, the tuition fee waiver. For public universities, you'll have the registration fee exemption, which is around 3,700 to 4,000 euros, I think. But in my case, for other French HEIs or private institutions, you have a maximum amount around 5,000 euros. But of course, they say it's partially funded. But if you can look for a school with less than 5,000 euros tuition fee, then technically it's all fully funded. That's what I did. So I looked for a school with a tuition fee less than 5,000 euros, which is, I think our tuition fee annually is 3,700, something like that. So technically, the French government is paying everything. Okay, you'll also enjoy a round trip ticket, of course, from Manila to the city in France that you'll be studying in. For example, in my case, it's Manila to Lille, but I have to pass by Paris first because there's no direct flight from Manila to Lille. So something like that. Now, you'll also enjoy a healthcare package. What else? You also have a visa exemption fee waiver, but also you need to, I think that's around, I'm not sure, it's 4,000, something like that, 4,000 pesos. But you need to pay the VFS, that's the external visa provider, for the service fee, which is around 2,000 pesos. Oh, of course, the monthly stipend. You'll get a monthly allowance of 700 euros. And also, you'll have a one-time settling allowance of another 700 euros included in your scholarship. Of course, the priority, we call that student housing, the CROs, because they'll definitely help you look for an accommodation in France. Of course, you don't want to end up having no housing when you go to France for your studies, right? Yeah, so those are the benefits of being a PhilFrance scholar. Of course, being a PhilFrance scholar, you need to apply, like send tons of application materials, etc., etc. And that includes a CV, a one-page CV. Another one is an academic essay, like a personal statement, with no longer than 500 words. Take note, 500 words, okay? That's, I think, one of the hardest is making an essay and not I mean, should I say, like, following that 500 word rule? It's really so hard. But during my time, I think I made an essay with exactly 500 words. So you need to submit it in Word format. That's why they would know. They would really count, believe me. So it's very important. The essay is very important. The third one is the academic transcript. Of course, your academic transcript, and your letter of acceptance if you've already applied, or if you've been accepted already in a French HEIs or academic institution. So in PhilFrance, there are two applications. So you need to apply for the scholarship and you need to apply to the school that you're going to study in. Okay, so it doesn't mean that if you applied for PhilFrance, you'll automatically get in the school that you'll be, or that you want to apply to, or you want to study in. So it's different. So you need to prepare two applications. You need to apply. I would suggest you apply first to the school that you're going to study in, before you apply for the PhilFrance. So the PhilFrance application process usually starts around, or ends probably in around March, April, something like that. So I would suggest you apply to a French HEI a little bit earlier so that you would know. And because PhilFrance will ask you to put the school that you applied to or that you've chosen. But don't worry. So in PhilFrance, you can just submit a proof that you applied to the said school. It can be like a screenshot or something. Or usually the school has this portal, and then when you applied or when you send your application, they will provide you like a receipt. So PhilFrance will accept that as, that document. It's okay if you don't have the letter of acceptance yet. I think I got mine around June or July, which was like, I got the scholarship around May or June, and then I got it. I got the admission letter like more than a month after. So that's nerve-wracking, believe me. And a copy of the program of study or the study plan. For the study plan, usually the school, you can ask that to your school staff, and of course, proof of financial resources. French embassy would want to know if you're capable. Like, what if the allowance has been delayed, or what if you've chosen a private institution, and of course that exceeds the 5,000 euro tuition fee. So they will know that you can still afford to study in France. Okay, and there are optional documents that you can send, like a DELF certificate or the French language test. I think I put my level on my resume, but I didn't really submit I haven't taken the DELF yet, so I don't have any document to show. Let's proceed with the important parts, the tips. Okay, now in completing your application, I know it's hard, the CV, especially the essay, but I will provide you some tips about the essay. Well, of course, plus the resume as well, on how you can further improve it, or how you can make it stand out. Okay, so I have the word France. Okay, France. Starting with F. Okay, finding the right university. So you need to find the right university, because there's a lot of universities in France. Believe me, there's a lot of amazing, extraordinary universities in France. But you need to focus on various matters, like the weather. So are you the type of person who doesn't want really cold weather, or then I won't recommend you going to the northern side of France. You should go to the southern part of France. Well, in my case, I love the coldness, so I decided to go to Lille, at the up north. Now, it can also be if it's a big university, or let's say a public or private university, or are you the type of person that wants to live in an urban area, or probably in a rural area? So if you want an urban area, you can go to Paris. If you want to go to like a cozier area, I would recommend you going to the different like a smaller student cities in France. So you should definitely consider the different places in France, because in France there's a lot of provinces, there's a lot of cities, not just Paris. Okay, but if you want that, the city life, I go with Paris, of course. But there's a lot of amazing places in France that you need to discover, of course. And I'm just starting to discover it myself as well. Second one is reach out to your mentors, to your advisors. It's very, very important. In my case, I have really great mentors, advisors that really help me in working with my application. So I'm very thankful for them helping me with my essays, with my even my structuring my resume. They really helped me and criticized me a lot, of course, with my work, but ended up making the best version of the essay and the resume. Third is apply your life learnings. Of course, it's very important because you will put it in your essays. It's not your advisor's experiences, but your experiences, your professional, personal experiences that will help you stand out in your application. So try to write them down. I don't know, and then be proud of your achievements. Be proud of your accomplishments. The common mistakes of applicants is like they put something on their CV or their resume, then they also put it again on their essay, which is a bad thing. So make it unique, like put everything on your resume, but also narrate them well, explain them well, elaborate them on the essay part. Yeah, because it's very important, especially with regards to your life goals. It's very, very important. Like, how do you want to what can you do after? What will the scholarship help you achieve in the future? What's next? Okay, because you're not just taking the scholarship for nothing. You're a French scholar, so you need to align your goals. What's your goal after 5 to 10 years, after taking the master's program? What's in it for you? Okay, what's in it for the country? What's in it for the Philippines? Next is N. Nest together all the ideas. No, of course. When you have the pieces of advice from your mentors, when you have the different ideas, the goals that you have already written, collate everything, nest it together, so that you'll be able to organize everything well and put it in words. Okay, now, of course, letter C, complete your application and wait for the PhilFrance screening committee. It's very hard, I understand. It's very hard to wait. I can imagine the pressure, the anxiety. But as long as you did your best, you've already, you did more than enough. So yeah, just wait, just relax, and probably just do some other stuff that will really help you unwind or something. Yeah. And once you get it, once you get the results, and it comes up, experience a whole new world in France. Believe me, being a PhilFrance scholar, I don't know, it's a dream come true. I'm here in France, doing my master's, enjoying it with friends, traveling, and it's so amazing. But it also inspires me to give back. It inspires me to go back to my country and serve the people. And I guess that's the most important thing, because the French government provides these scholarships to share the culture, the European culture. And from there, we'll be able to apply it when we go back to our respective countries. And that's the most important thing as a PhilFrance scholar, I guess, is the love for our country, and also the long-term goals that we want to achieve using these opportunities of a lifetime. Okay, so those are the tips. Just remember France, and yeah, you'll do well, very well. Okay, I was asked by a lot of people to apply in this scholarship, but I was like, nah, this is not for me. It's too competitive. Uh, there's a lot of tons of people who are way better than me, but I guess you'll never know. You just need to try and just keep trying, and you might be the next PhilFrance scholar. And I hope you like my video, and don't forget to subscribe and like the Nico Aquino channel, and wait for more vlogs. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching.